But then we're still gonna have a topic about what you don't like about South Africa and stuff like that. So stay tuned and stay connected. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Also comment. The most amazing part that I would say I like about South Africa, the most amazing part is that when I first got here, out of if I encounter 5 ladies or 10 ladies, 8 out of 10 has big ass. Bro, it was too much joy.
When you go to the club, right? The most beautiful girl in the club, P2C standard, Bonang standard, can go on with you.
Healthcare system. The healthcare system is so good. There is no difference between the public and the private. I'm telling you.
Now only Nigeria you go to first person, police they do checkpoint. I'm sorry. Freeway. They will do checkpoint for freeway. For freeway in Nigeria.
Yeah, good day everyone. Welcome back to Zero for Season. I still remain your host, Jeffrey.
In the
building. B for victory.
Yes, welcome back, of course, and thank you very much for following up with us, and also don't forget to subscribe so you can catch the next topic, the next episode on this program. Yeah. So today's topic is what are the things you like about South Africa, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What are the things you like about South Africa? Okay, yeah. So yes, we'll start with the virus.
Thank you so very much. Yeah, South Africa. What I love about South Africa, right? Yeah. There's a lot of things that I love about South Africa, and maybe I will start with my early days when I was new here, right? So it happened that when I came to South Africa, immediately I got to South Africa, I was coming to meet people in Joburg, right? So I got to Joburg, then immediately we flew to Cape Town because somebody was having a birthday. So my first taste of South Africa was actually in Cape Town, even though I came to Joburg and I met people in Joburg first, but we had to go to Cape Town. And when I got to Cape Town, it was like the first, you know what I mean? And then the life, how do you say this? The life is more easier. It's like to communicate with people. It's easier to express yourself. It's more easier. You have people who express themselves to you, not somebody who's hiding behind the curtain trying. Like people are more honest when it comes to you know what I mean. I'm a young guy, right? At that time, and I wanted to have fun, right? Having fun in where I was coming from where I was even coming from before I was coming from where I'm coming from. It was not the same setting with South Africa. So when I got to South Africa, man, the fun life, I'm not gonna lie, I loved it. The clubs, the going out, everything, traveling around. We went to Cape Town, we came back, we went to Durban. From Durban, we had to stay here for some time. So the social life, I enjoyed this. I really loved it. And then the beautiful people around, I'm just gonna put it out there. You know where I'm going with that. So that also really impressed me, and I was happy, which is something I'm happy about in South Africa. And then there's something that me I've always wanted to say. It's like, okay, there's something I found out when I go to South Africa. When you go to the club, right, the most beautiful girl in the club, P2C standard, Bonang standard, can go on with you. Like, it's not about maybe going on with you in a, you understand, like you could talk to, like in Nigeria, she won't talk to you. You get what I mean? But in South Africa, you find like boss ladies in VIP. You know what I mean? You talk, they just feel your vibe. Hey, you look like one day cool. You know one day cool. You know it's a topic, just talk about that, and then you guys vibe from there. And you find out she's in a league. You know, she's in a league, right? Those things don't really happen to me in the world I came from before. But when I go to South Africa, it's like, man, those things are something that I enjoy also. Yeah. And then I don't know if I should say, I don't know if this is a good one or a bad one. I don't know how to say that. I don't know how people will see it, but I love the law also. The law in South Africa, right? It works for you, it works against you sometimes, but I like how it works. Like I like the way that the law is being upheld, the way the law works, and the way the law is being respected here. You know what I mean? It can be for you, it can be against you. You understand what I mean? But the fact that the law is being maintained is a good thing anytime, any day. Justice delay is justice denied, whatever they say. In South Africa, they don't really delay you. For example, when I was arrested, I smoke a lot. I was arrested for possession of weed, and that time its legality wasn't there yet. I'm going to be honest. So we got to the station, right? Unlike I've been in that situation before in my country, right? The policeman is going to write your statement. He's going to write whatever he feels down. In South Africa, I did not even see this policeman who arrested me again after getting to the station. It was a totally different people. He had to go and write his own report, and then they now came, and then I came to take my own statement. And there were 2 of them. You understand? And then the most impressive part is in Nigeria, they can keep you for the night. They can keep you for 2 days. That will happen, right? That same day, Junior came. He went to my house, took my document that he needed, and they got my bail easily. In Nigeria, they will even put you inside with me. You know what I mean? So the fact that they maintain the law and the way they respect the law and order, you understand what I mean? I really love that as well. You know what I mean? So those are the things that
makes sense.
Really love.
For me, I think the first thing I would say I like about South Africa is the system works. Even though we're having load shedding and stuff now, but then the system works in the sense that you see students get bursary. Okay, I didn't even know what bursary was until I got to South Africa.
That's true.
Yeah, because the only thing I know in Nigeria is scholarship. Yeah, and scholarship is 1 out of a million.
Yeah, and you have to get
a genius. Yeah, like, extremely like sound and brilliant. Yeah,
like a scholar.
You know. Yeah. Yes. So I'd say the system works, and it works. And secondly, the thing I like about South Africa is the road. Like it's all linked. Like you coming from here, boom, you can go off from here, freeway. Okay. So when I got South Africa was when I saw that they have freeway here for real. We don't have freeway in Nigeria.
Oh no, expressway that you get. Expressway.
You get. So yeah, and then the most.
Now only Nigeria you go see for expressway. Police they do checkpoints. I'm sorry. Freeway. They will do checkpoint for freeway. For freeway in Nigeria. Please don't call that one.
You get like, and the most amazing part that I would say I like about South Africa, the most like amazing part is that when I first got here, like out of if I encounter 5 ladies or 10 ladies, or maybe on my way to town or stuff, 8 out of 10 has big ass. Bro, it was too much joy. I happen to arrive at Pretoria, so
I love you.
Anytime I go to Sunnyside
HQ,
you see has you know when it started, I was like, okay, maybe it's just some people. Like this one has bigger. I was so God, why did you just bless this country? I was so amazed. Like, you know, in Nigeria, before you even have a girlfriend that has big ass, you know, I had a girlfriend in Nigeria. The reason why I stayed with her for long years was because she has big ass. She wasn't even beautiful. Because she wasn't pretty, but that has, because it is 1 in a million. Like before you see a girl that has a South African shape, like you should be highly priced.
But that's true, because in Nigeria I know one girl in our area, she have big ass. Yo,
bro, is one. And you know there are some
only one.
And some bad people that will be chowing now.
Bro, I'm telling you, if you owner of the hotel,
you see, like bad people. You see,
I tell you. And you know what's funny is that even some I'm sorry to say this, but I just have to say it. Some girls in Nigeria that have has. They might have has big tummy, big boob, everything is big, but because that hat is just there, they will reputate her. She will be respected.
Thank you.
There was a girl in my street called Ishebaka. Bro, when I got to South Africa was when I knew that Ishebaka. You know, so no, that aspect I love about South Africa. You know, so yeah, I think, yeah, the road, the big ass.
Okay.
Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah. For me, one thing I love,
zero fox.
For me,
zero fox.
One thing I love
what is Yoruba fox?
Doubles.
No. Like the fuck. Shibi.
Fuck.
What's Yoruba fox? I'm sorry.
Ishibi.
Onigbe shibi àti
Shibi ni tó lẹ́nu rogodo.
What about shibi ni shibi? Like shibi is shibi.
Ito lẹ́nu rogodo shibi.
Fuck. I'm just
Well, to me, one thing I love about South Africa is 2 people can sit in front of the car.
That one. I saw like
go and find
2 passenger. in front seat.
Two people can sit in front in South Africa.
That's
In Nigeria, I swear 3 people go sit down there. As long as they don't see you.
But then, I think even here 2 people can.
No, you can't. They can't. I never see.
If they don't see you,
because nobody
want to do it. If it was a Nigeria setup, and maybe you guys have like 7.
No, do you understand that when you are registering a car in South Africa, it says 4 passengers?
I know.
You understand?
Even if police do not stop you, if police stop
police do not stop you. It's not like maybe when you're driving with 2 people up front.
No, if you're driving
with 2
people. No, if you have 2 people in front in South Africa, you get a ticket.
Like if you don't get caught, that's what I'm saying.
From
even in Nigeria, if a police, a road safety will capitalize on that 2 people.
No, in Nigeria, in Nigeria you can.
I will travel. In Nigeria you can.
Even in Nigeria, some people will see the driver.
Thank you.
So
okay, another thing I love about South Africa, I love the development.
Yeah.
Everywhere you stay. Okay, let's say I give you an example. South Africa, Cape Town Park. If you go to Cape Town Park now, it's not the same way
it was when it
was. You understand? Now, like development is coming every time. Like
there's this continuous development.
Do you understand?
Yeah, continuous development. If a road is allocated to be fixed, they will fix it between months.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, you will get there 3 years time. You still see this road is still under construction.
And thank you. I love the road also. Let's be honest. From here, we travel to Eastern Cape, bro.
No auto. You just
Yeah, that's how
I also be driving my life. One goodness happening.
And then also the traffic rules.
Yes.
Like if you overspeed, cops will chase you.
Yeah.
Especially if it's freeway, like maybe like they'll chase the moment you like overspeed, like they start asking this like over 120, like they'll follow you.
No,
they'll follow you.
So before
you know one thing is majority of cops, if they stop you when you overspeed or when you're drunk, they don't release you that time. They want to
so
the traffic rules.
And Nigeria police. You have to just that you drink. He even said I must drink.
Let's
you drink remain.
Let's fast forward. Okay. One thing again I like about South Africa, I love the song.
The songs?
Wait.
The music.
The music, I love the beat. Let me say this. I love the beat. Before, when I first come to South Africa, I was like, why? Yeah, like you just play beat and the person can sing like the way Fela used to do those days.
Yeah.
But now getting used to it, bro, you feel the vibe. When the beat only is going, you can even dance. Yeah. And I also love to dance. Like they love to dance. South Africa is happiest. I think I can't say the happiest place. I've seen people like they're always happy. Like they want to enjoy, like they want to have fun.
Drink.
Let's go to any. You see, in Nigeria, we don't have parks. A lot of parks. Here, they have parks, bro. If you go to park in youth day, bro, there'll be brine. Bro, you see population of people. You get. And I also love the way the country is being structured. You can play basketball, you can play indoor basketball, you can play football, soccer. Like, how do I say? The government build it. Do you understand? Like, let's say you go to Johannesburg Park, there is 2-3 basketball courts there. Do you understand? There is
and you don't need to pay to even.
You don't need to pay, and it's free. You understand? There are many dog parks that
because somebody will go and comment now and say we have it in Nigeria, but they will not say that they are paying here.
Of course now.
You have to pay your area too.
No, you see,
you will not pay here. You enter by yourself.
You see, in Nigeria, we also have basketball courts.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But we have basketball court that you don't pay.
We don't pay, but then they will tell you, okay, I'm on St. Paul, Nicoluma, and Lube.
That's what I exactly what I want to say.
Part of the
so it will be like,
you see.
It will be
for South Africa, you can just walk in anywhere.
You understand and play. Yes. In Nigeria, let's say you want to find a basketball court from where I stay, you need to go far away before you can get a basketball court. Do you understand?
Anything around me, there's no basketball court.
Do you understand? So those are number one thing I like. You understand? The like you can, the one the kids the the youth
Yeah.
to play game, you understand, to have fun, you get. And what other things did I like? I don't know, what else do you like?
What about the girls? When are you going to talk about the girls?
Okay, I love the girls.
We all talked about the girls, right? So you talk about the girls. What do you think?
The girls.
The girls!
Another thing I love about South Africa is the healthcare system. The healthcare system is so good. There is no difference between the public and the private. I'm telling you, if you are being treated in public and in private, the only thing in private is you're not going to be on the cheap.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But okay, let me tell you, when we had accident, right? One of my wife's sister got injured by the neck. We are by the private hospital. They were advising us that the best place they can do that fraction
is to go to a government hospital.
is to go to government hospital, which is what is the name of this? Bara. Say Bara have all the equipment
To treat it
to treat that. Do you understand? So if a private can recommend
you in Nigeria, the doctor of the government hospital is one that will recommend you. Wait, let me tell you. He will recommend you to his own, all medical doctors. Don't call this so all of them in Nigeria that are working in government hospital, they have their own private hospital. So now when you come or your family bring you and you are sick, nobody will carry, they will now refer your family, not to any other private, they will refer you to their own private hospital and they will start milking you. You imagine now the other way around. Here is a private hospital is the one that is recommending you
to go to a public.
And then
I don't vote Peter Obi. Don't vote Peter Obi.
There's medical aid.
Yeah, in Nigeria,
Bro,
Is there insurance?
I don't know.
Is there insurance? Medical, what are you talking about? Ordinary car insurance, house insurance, fire insurance, robbery. Would you even have that? AGT, do you even? Are you kidding me?
But do you know
I'm
something?
taking it far.
Do you know something? There is something.
Medical aid.
There is something people also complain about South Africa, which is South Africans complain about, like, let's say something happen, it takes a while for the ambulance to come. Do you know? I'm even telling them, you better thank God that
it took some time, right? Maybe it's got to be a traffic, robot is not working or something. Your mother and your father is ambulance, they have to carry you.
So the healthcare system it's top notch. South Africa, forget. I don't want to know.
The thing is, to be honest, right? Sometimes I see South Africans like they don't really appreciate South Africa itself. Like if they know how much we appreciate, I love my country to death. To be honest, I love Nigeria to death.
Is it advisable to suffer and struggle and break through, or is it advisable for the system to work to the point that even if you done with your matric, you could still get bursary to study in university? That's the matric is or something, right? You get.
Imagine.
Is it now proper that you should start stressing? And then the more you grow educational wise, the more the expenses get more higher.
Of course.
You get. So what is there to like about the struggle?
Okay, I'll answer that question. The thing is, we always love, I'm going to say it because of where I'm from, right? We love a story of grass to grace. We always love hero to hero.
That's
right. So sometimes I would rather prefer to come from the slum and make it to the real world than having those benefits, like all those matric and everything, all those opportunities, and then still end up in the grass.
But
so I prefer to come from the grass and then go to the grace. So I would rather struggle at that time out of that thing than you have all those things available to you, and we know a lot of examples, right? And then end up still being in a bad position. Do
you know that the chances of coming from grass and not ending in the bush is higher? It's higher from you coming from the grass to end up in grace or in.
But from the example that we have seen from our environment, there's a grace around us from all the good things that we have already said. But we have seen a lot of grasses, right? If you look around us, like we have a lot of South African citizens who have all these things that we are talking about, like the matric and everything, and they are still in the grass, and there's majority of them. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, there are still people who have the grace and they are still in the grass.
No, that's what I'm saying is the chances
of you making
of
it
coming
out
from grass to bush.
That's what I'm saying.
To grace. Do you know if you have access to a lot of things?
These people have access, but there's a lot of grass. There's a lot of grass.
There's a lot of, like, you. Okay, let me put it.
People are a lot of people are in poverty. Let's shout them.
Yeah, like,
a lot of people are in poverty in South Africa. Even with all this
more than Nigeria.
Man, with the population, you cannot compare it. They are just 59 million.
How would you have access to free education? How would you have access to get a loan for your house? How would you have access to get a loan for your car?
You cannot only those things in Nigeria.
Relax now. It is only because you go from if you have access to all those things and you don't make use of it. Even if you come from luxury, you're still not going to end up in a luxurious life. Even if you've come from grass, you're still going to end up in grass because you limited yourself to that grass-like life. You get what I'm
just saying?
So I'm saying the chances. Don't you know that a lot of people, the reason why a lot of people end up in a lot of illegal shit is because they're trying to maneuver themselves from that grass
to grace.
Tell me one thing. Somebody was born very wretched. We were not born wretched though, to be honest, right? Somebody was born very wretched and then no access to free education. The parents don't even have money to feed you 2 square meals, not 3. Not talk of paying your school fees. How is that person going to end? If that person doesn't like pick himself up,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that is what I'm saying.
The chances of now picking yourself up and try to go to school or try to learn a trade and all that, it's still going to make you.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say, like, there's other 10 kids that have those things and they will not still pick themselves up.
Is it because those things are not good for them, or if they don't?
I'm just saying that they are not using it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so
people have the opportunity.
If you have
we are here, we have a lot of opportunity, right? We like the things we are appreciating, but there's people that are from here that have access to those things, and they're still languishing in poverty.
So if we Nigerians, if in Nigeria we have access to all these things,
no way now. I'll be trying to plenty. I will definitely, but I promise you, if in Nigeria the credit system, I will drop driving in Rolls Royce. I promise you.
We want to the kind of mindset and orientation we have as Nigerian. We want the moment you think that okay, this thing, if you build your
Nigerian credit system, Junior.
If you build your credit score, you know what people would
you know your credit score. You know what your credit. You never collect loan before.
The companies are going to make it. You understand? The company are going to make it. The government are still going to make it from it.
Yeah.
We don't even have a tax system in Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's only like
paying tax.
SARS. I'm like SARS, what? Like they're talking about SARS, you get this, you get
that. We have IRS. That's when you found out.
It's cool as a Nigerian to like your country, you get. It's cool as a Nigerian to like whatever comes with it. But me, I don't like it. From back in Nigeria, I used to tell my mom that anytime we go to the bathroom to bath with a bucket and what, I tell her it's improper, like it doesn't make sense. My mom tells me it's because I watch too much of American movies. I said, yeah, that is part of us saying that, okay, even if you're yet to travel out of Nigeria, okay, why don't you watch those, see how what they emulate in other countries, see what they do on a normal ground. You should open the shower.
They are on the second house now that they are trying to show Nigerians like all the people have not been outside, right? But we system should work. So when I see video in UK, when I see video, be able to like won't put out.
So you get my point. Like, okay, if the system is working perfectly, like there won't even be reason for Nigerians to be everywhere. Like
yeah.
Because if you feel like okay,
imagine if you have the opportunity that
you want to enjoy a lot of governors, presidents and stuff like that, they travel out of Nigeria for purposes. Like you'd be like, why would you? I guess every month you have to fix your budget.
Just imagine that the Nigerian government they invest money in building one hospital, even they don't even allow us to have access to it, right? Like maybe the president, the governors, and they just build one that is like that UK standard that they're always going to.
When I first got
even if they deny me and my mother, but I have just one.
I went to this hospital in Pretoria when I first got here. Bro, I thought I was in the hotel.
Imagine.
The girl has a TV.
A
lot of things on that sick bed. You can control. You can alert for food. You can control.
The first time I was in hospital here. It was when Mr. Peter's son, Mr. Peter's daughter was born. If you remember.
Yeah,
remember when we went to that
hospital?
Look at that hospital.
It's like it's
bro, our bed can turn 360.
Yeah.
You remember now? TV.
So there's something to like about that.
Okay.
Well, but one thing I also like about South Africa is the government provide for the citizen. Like if you get money being a citizen until you get 18 or something.
Yeah.
That's a system that never work in Nigeria, and we never have it.
Yeah, you know, there's even fundamental human rights. There is democracy. You can democratically express yourself.
The democracy work.
You can do. It is in South Africa that when I was in Nigeria. When I was in Nigeria, I thought protest was an illegal thing. Like anytime I watch a movie or something and I see people protesting, like I'm like, these people
sound.
These people are bad. It is in South Africa that I feel like every little thing, even for this load shedding, the state to protest for it.
Something that's not even up to
and that's what
you guys, police will be there to protect you guys.
In Nigeria,
there are rest of you. You know, I know what's funny is there's no electricity, there's no what. The electricity might even go for days, and there's no one who wants to stand up and say, okay, we want to protest for you
because we don't even enjoy this one.
I want to tell you something.
Yes,
it's not like we are scared to protest.
The system is not working.
But the problem is in Nigeria, the police, they have more power. Let me tell you something. I have a friend that got mad by beaten up by a soldier because he ran mad. Insane. I was the one who took this guy to the psychiatric hospital with my car. He was sitting down.
Was beaten by soldier.
This guy, the dad was a principal, the mom was a teacher. So it's not like they can fight the government. Do you understand? They wouldn't have done it to any like.
And you know the good thing is that, like I was saying about law and order, if you're South Africa, whether the mother and it doesn't matter.
Thank you.
They will fight it, and that soldier that person will pay for that.
Pay for it. And what was happening? It was those type of subsidy, right?
Subsidy, 2009.
So you were outside, right, protesting, burning tire.
This is of Jonathan.
No, when soldier
January 6 to.
Go they beat this guy.
Shit.
From there, the guy run mad.
Nicolo. So that's it. You know, in South Africa, you see a soldier. It's like you even drag. You can even beat a soldier here.
Why would you beat this guy? You will not beat him. To make kill.
No, as in Nigeria. If soldier is coming, you go here,
bro. You will drag kill.
Bro, let me tell you what.
I have dragged kill with soldier in South Africa.
In Nigeria, I'm going home.
I was here.
From Minori to Akure. Once you get to soldier point, you must remove your headset. Imagine I'm a passenger in a bus, 18-seater bus, just like the taxi. I'm just one of the passengers. Just because I'm wearing headset, the soldier will tell them to bring me out and beat me. I'm traveling, so I'm listening to music.
Please, Nigerians, let's fix our.
Let me now bust your bubble. Just because you are inside the car, so they stop the car, right? And then you look at them. Now you know your crime. You are wearing glasses. Oh no, where you go? Once you reach, anytime you get to a soldier checkpoint in Nigeria, you remove any glasses you are wearing. White, black, yellow. Don't. So you look at him. You are wearing glasses. You will come out of that 18-seater bus, 18 people are inside the car. Because I'm wearing glasses. Or I'm wearing headset, you have to be stopped. In South Africa, I promise you, I don't even know the soldier.
Do you know there was a time in
now, okay, I'm sorry, just 1 minute. In Nigeria, I will use this one last example before I keep quiet. I cannot wear this.
Yes, you can't. That's exactly what I want to say. There was a time they brought this thing in Ibadan. Operation Sweep. Operation Sweep. No, it's not there. Bro, if you have dreadlock, they beat you in Nigeria. If you sag, they beat you in Nigeria. Thank you.
Operation
no, not
Maranti. No, orúkọ tó jẹ́ Now, what you mean?
Boss. Thank you. Operation Boss. Bro,
Boss,
you know one day, one of my friend, Don John, is in UK now. That guy, they stop him. Do you know the only reason why they leave him? Because he have his youth service card.
Imagine.
Just because this guy is sad. Do you understand? People who is not a copper.
Bro, if South African police standard, it's like if you remove your trouser, if you just put up your trouser.
Do you know? One day I was in the road, right? I parked my car. I want to do the exhaust. Bro, this guy and the girl, they were going together. This guy have a dreadlock. I think it's just coming from. Bro, they beat this guy in front of the girl like a useless person.
Bro, this one was going to an exam hall, and she told the soldiers, like Abebiji would, I'll never forget. She's a lady. She told the soldiers he was going for an exam.
How do you beat a lady?
She was wearing a tie, black tie underneath the camel trousers she was wearing. The soldier insisted that she takes off the camel. And then like, what are you wearing underneath? He said, is it a pant or a tie? He said, it's a tie. Yeah, take off that trouser, go back home and change and wear something better to your exam. Someone is going to an exam hall, like he showed you the books.
If you're not going to exam hall,
she was sent back, you know.
What if
so
does that do? Have I impersonated the soldier? Have I got something and say
wearing the soldier uniform should even make them happy because you're complimenting
for
them.
example, they have police uniform blue and black, right? So if I wear blue and black now, have I been a policeman?
There's even this guy, Izu is Ify.
Oh yeah, Ify.
The little brother to the guy that runs the restaurant. Izu was called out of the club because he was wearing a camo Ankara, not even camo.
Just
you know, some Ankara just look camo. So they are basically all light, straight up. Why are you wearing my clothes?
Like man, no just.
Those are things that
man, no just streets in it. Our fanatics there.
And at the end of the day, it's not like everything is even working for us. For you to be doing this to us, like it's not like
There are soldiers who like to show themselves, right? They cannot even. Let me tell you the truth, Nigerians are even fair to them, soldiers, right? There are guys like they commit crime in this country whereby soldiers cannot even face them. Like there are institutions whereby they have a lot of robberies whereby soldiers cannot even show up. What I mean, is that whereby in Nigeria we don't even give you that kind of food. The only problem I give you is to I cut galas and I sag. How is that a threat to you?
How is it a threat? How does it affect your life?
And in this country where I am, people are protesting for bigger things, like they will go and push the nose of a soldier like this. A soldier in my own country will fight me only because I have galas and I wear camo. It's unfair.
Coming to the issue.
Those are the things that we love about South Africa.
Coming to the issue of seat belt. You know I don't use seat belt.
Imagine. Motor you paro.
Mo ti ba àwọn latest car
in Nigeria. I even know I don't use seat belt. Seat belt get. You know the problem. You know why I don't use seat belt in Nigeria? In case anything wants to happen.
You will jump.
The orientation is the orientation is
Man on Sule.
True.
Imagine you that will hold you back.
Before
the orientation when there's an accident, the seatbelt locks
and now
it pins you. So Nigeria don't want it to pin me down. It's because firstly
in here you have the first response. First response. Like even if you're pinned down, the next person that will come there. Okay, for example, I told you we used to go to camp, right? There was an accident that happened when we were coming from camp one time, and then my mother was like, because my mother she did auxiliary nurse. I think I told you that before. She did auxiliary nurse. My mother can inject you, do whatever, and then my mother was screaming. Hey, Michael, put it there. Like the guy had an accident. They had an accident. It was a big car. They had an accident like 4, but the guy stood up from the adrenaline and he was shouting, "Give me water!" My mother was shouting, "Don't give him! Don't give him! Don't give him water! Don't let him sit back down." You get what I'm saying? So now, imagine a guy like that is being locked.
Yeah, with the belt.
He will die at the end of the day by just trying to just long for that. Maybe you find some water. My mother said, if you give him, was telling them, if you give him water, he's going to go. Stop stop, don't give him water. I remember we had to stop. Oh my God, that day was a fucking horrible day. Let that go. So now what I'm saying is, the response time in South Africa now, even if you are locked in your seat belt, the response time of the paramedics is faster. Nigeria, what you know? So I get your point now. I've never driven in Nigeria, so I would do it. But now I get your point when you said, I think that you go like you will jump out. Imagine that your car gets caught on fire, and then you call pano, they will come, and then they'll get you and tell you that there's no water.
Yes, now.
And you're not already with the seat belt. You could have just escaped if the seat belt was not even. It is in
Nigeria that when you say receipt to your front is when you go, bet me,
Imagine
Chimbache is abnormal. If I understand, it feels abnormal.
You want to start reversing.
You know one of my brothers traveled to Qatar. So when you come back, if you want to drive him, so you have put on your seatbelt. Abdullah Kilo Shelle, gonna calm down.
When I was in Nigeria also, my own is me. I always sit down in the back, right? So they go always with team money. Or maybe Jebus with us, we sit beside him. Now, a co will wear seatbelt, or anybody that is driving with it. But you see the passenger, they will not wear seatbelt. Imam has often Jebu have team money, having body, don't go bed here. They will not be the shame of anything. Like, I'm telling you. Then we'll drink or eat something in the car, and I'll be like, one my friend Judah, I'll be like, no,
don't
keep it, and then we'll go through it. They'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just try it. My country is sweet,
honestly. But also in Nigeria, it's not everywhere you can throw something out.
Of course. I'm just saying like
majority of places.
Even in that Calabar, if they find somebody like us.
No, in Calabar, wait, let me tell you, in Calabar, if you throw something outside, they're not going to chase your car, nothing. It's fine, you'll be going. So when you are dropping from that car, they just hand over the tickets.
But the other say that people like us will still do it.
So there's
you will get the tickets.
Then how are they going to see it?
It's just like they and
now
you do not do
camera everything. What? That country, that place, you go. If you go there, you will love
it. You really try. But the only thing I don't like about the Obudu be saying when you land in Baraba, you seem to take a 2 hours drive. You know what is so many things because many people go to town. It's my drive, then my drive 2 hours.
One thing,
yeah. So plus also let me say this. You can't just pee on the road here.
Thank you. You know the first time I did it.
You able to come out it.
Do you know the first time I did it? Go. I just pee for Cape Park. When those police just park, they let you finish. When I finish, when I go and take water, I'm going to be flushing it. Bro,
clean it though.
I go and carry water. They waited, will not like say they will go and say, okay, you must do it.
Wow.
From since that day, I always look for
I left that from actually Dubai. Actually, the problem is they don't even have grass. Like many of the places, like Dubai, that's everywhere is kind of what you plant. Don't have to ice, you understand? Like there was no bush, so I got used like. But the fact that you can just knock somebody's door and then somebody will come to you. I'm like,
how many people
show you how last one I change your VI.
One thing I also love about South Africa is they produce everything they use. Not everything, most
things that they have.
You understand? Like cars.
Yeah, which is very important to us.
Which is very important. In Nigeria, we have to
import.
And the money you pay for custom.
It's not even about custom alone. Even the dealers and everything, even the price you buy there. You understand what I'm saying? If they are making it from you, there's a lot of pieces everywhere. It makes it cheaper.
But cars are expensive in South Africa. But they are more reliable.
Because it's first hand. It's like from new to second owner. In Nigeria, you will buy car that you are maybe 65th owner.
Because in South Africa, most everywhere you go, even if you are going, you see VW company, you see they are manufacturing their own cars.
And it's one of the things why I'm saying people should vote with Peter Obi when he says he wants to turn Nigeria to a producing company. Let's be honest, like let's have one in the south, let's have one in the north. Two companies that are producing cars, BMW in the north, VW in the south. You know what I mean? Employment, availability of credits that way. Because they're working with government, they take salary every month.
Yeah.
So give them. You understand what I'm saying? You take it from their salary, just like South Africa is doing it.
A lot of even medication,
even the medical. You understand?
I think this comes to the end of the topic for today. Hope you gain one or two things and you see how beautiful. If you're not in South Africa, you see how beautiful it is, and you'd want to come and But then we're still going to have a topic about what you don't like about South Africa and stuff like that. So stay tuned and stay connected. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Also comment. We'll catch you next time. Stay blessed. Still zero fucks given anytime.
Peace out. See you next week.